Welcome, welcome. There's a new day, which means a new life, and love oriented in pain on my channel. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how to look at pain and some other perspectives on how to work with it again and how to look at it another way from the other point of view than you might be looking at it right now. And that's why you're still manifesting pain. That's why you're repetitively manifesting pain into your life. That's why you're experiencing with pain. That's why you're afraid of pain. That's why you actually feed your pain with fear, and then it multiplies and it becomes intensified and more frequent, instead of allowing the release and allowing the opposite of pain enter your life. And this is basically what the self-healing journey is about. I have many thoughts on my mind today. I've had very strong realizations and in sense of where I'm heading, and sometimes the big realizations that your pain usually teaches you can be really mind-changing, and that's what you need. You need to invite more and more of new perspectives on your life situation right now if you want to create that ideal one, that ideal life that you can absolutely have. You can be satisfied in all aspects of your life. You can even live a pain-free life, as unbelievable as it sounds to you right now. But it's absolutely possible, and it takes practice, and it takes the choosing every single day you and understanding yourself, because in this life actually all we can get and really have in this life is getting to know yourself, because there is nothing more permanent in this life of change. There's nothing more lasting than getting to know yourself over and over again, understanding yourselves better, what you need. And from this point of view, this is where the changes happen. This is where the magic starts happening around you. This is where you're starting to attract the good people into your life, the amazing people, the amazing abundance, all the good stuff. Once you understand that you can allow yourself, and you're in charge of this, you're in charge of your thoughts, you're in charge of your mindset. Your body is a tool here, your mind is a tool here, and you need to learn how to work with them in order to get ahead. Because why are we doing this? We're doing this to get from that point of view where you feel like things are happening to you, like you're repetitively in cycles of pain, of disappointment, of betrayal, whatever, hate and tiredness even, and exhaustion, into the life of renewing your energy, being in your best energy every single day, which doesn't mean doing all day every day, but it means knowing when to take rest, knowing when to take care of yourself, knowing when to put yourself first, knowing when to satisfy your needs, as we talked about this yesterday, knowing how to put yourself first and give yourself what you're expecting from the world to give you. Because we often expect that something needs to come and save us from our pain, something needs to come and heal us from our pain, disease, whatever it is. Someone needs to come to save us from our unhealthy relationship, or a terrifying person, or whatever it is. Or someone needs to come and find us and bring us abundance, bring us money, etc., etc. But the more you expect that something will come from the outside, the more you're probably separating yourself from the truth and the keys that you have inside you, because no one can understand your pain the way you will. No one can help you with the pain because they're only mirroring. They can navigate you, they can guide you. I can guide you on a migraine coaching, but I cannot do the work for you, because this is something, how you feel, only you can understand. And whenever you're in the point of expectation and in the point of victim, why is this happening to me? Why again? Why again? Every single day. Trust me, I very well know how it is to experience extreme pain every single day, as if there's no tomorrow, as if there's no stopping with that. And you're the one who can break this cycle, who can change the perspective and look at the pain from a different point of view. So here we're talking about migraines, chronic pain, but this is associated with psychological pain, anxiety, depression, disease of the body, whatever. It just comes in layers. So whatever is there for you, trust that this will resonate with you and you will remember exactly the things you're supposed to, and you will be guided to where you want to be. And so, how to look at pain. So why? I'm gonna start with like an example, more or less, or a funny perspective. I would say that why is it great? Because we often talk about medication in treating, because we call it treatment. We call it as if we were sick, as if migraines is something that happened to us, that's happening to us. We not often realize that it's something we're creating subconsciously. I'm not saying that you want it, but unknowingly you need it. On some level of your subconscious mind, you need the migraine as long as it's here. And it's here to protect you. It's been created from your decision, from a painful decision, from a place of love. But we don't realize this. And it's hard to reach back into that pattern, and it's probably not gonna switch overnight that, okay, I'm pain-free. But it has just so much to teach you in your life about everything, about you and about everything. And so speaking about medication, what to do when it's not strong enough for your pain, and what does it mean? Because I need you to understand that if the medication isn't strong enough, because we often talk about this on my calls, in my coachings, and I have had to understand it because, of course, I was using a lot of medication in that phase where I didn't even know that pain is my friend or my power or something like that. And occasionally still, of course, I'm gonna need medication. But the perspective you need to adopt right now on medication is that the stronger the pain, basically the weaker the medication, because over time we know whatever you're gonna take, if it's paracetamol to suppress any kind of pain, up to whatever strong drug you need to understand if the pain is stronger, this means you are this strong, because the pain only reflects on how strong you are and how much you have suppressed your strength. This is how much it hurts. I would say it's like a equation. It just equals your strength equals how painful it is. And meaning your suppressed strength. This is very important to understand, because the strength you're using, the more you're using your strength in order to heal yourself and in order to become open, trusting of life, the more you trust life, the more you use your strength, you use your truth, you use your words, you inspire, you shine your light, however you want to call this. So the more you use your power, your strength, the less pain there's gonna be over time, the less frequency. But regarding, in terms of medication, the suppressed power, your suppressed intuition, your suppressed strength is as strong as the intensity of your pain right now. So as much as you're hurting, and maybe you've been on this journey for a long time, I've been on it for over 3 years or 4 years now, and I still experience pain, of course. And at some point I felt it was really bad to experience pain and talk about it and share my wisdom about it, because I was still experiencing pain. But today I understand it is my suppressed power that still needs to shine. How much more I can still create in this world. How much more potential I can open in myself. This is still the suppressed potential within me. And this is very important to realize, that when the medication doesn't work, it doesn't mean you need stronger medication. You need stronger self-love. You need to build your self-confidence. You need to build a healthier relationship with yourself. You need to treat yourself better. And this is where pain works perfectly, just so perfectly. Because whenever it arises, it's telling you there's more for you. You can do more for yourself. You can treat yourself better. You can love yourself more. And this is the moment in the pain of changing things, of changing the approach, changing how you view yourself, how you treat yourself, how others treat you, because how others treat you only resonates, only mirrors how you treat yourself. Okay? So, with the medication, and often when it just gets too much, too hard, we're entering some kind of cycle. Maybe you've been pain-free for some time, or pain wasn't as frequent. But I would say that the accumulated pain, once it originates again, first of all, it is release of pain that has been stored and suppressed. You haven't even felt it. So first of all, this is opening. This is why you feel it. This is why it's coming. There are some processes that have been suppressed in the past by you, but right now you have reached a new level of understanding where you can realize things. And usually with pain, it also works like this, that once we realize significant changes that completely break down the structures, the foundation of our mind, because this is how mind programming works, this is how affirmation work. With time, they break some reds. They strengthen the affirmation that you've been using and you're using every day, maybe, are strengthening new mental parts in your brain. And therefore, when suddenly big amount of pain occurs again, and you're thinking, why again? Why me? It is usually because there is a new level that you have reached, and actually, literally, the body has to rebuild itself. The cells have to renew themselves. This is the pain. This is where it originates. It's your body's way of telling you, I'm working. I'm doing stuff. I'm changing the mental path. But the very important thing about this is to understand that it doesn't have to hurt. Actually, the pain doesn't have to hurt. The rebuild of the cells doesn't have to hurt. And it will hurt until you believe that life is hard. Life hurts. And whatever is the story that you're telling yourself, whatever story you're living behind the scenes, of how hard life is, how painful life is, because this goes far, far behind into your ancestral line, into your mothers and fathers, into the story of the family, of the ancestral lineage. This might not even be your story. But the ones that were here before you, they adopted this as a coping mechanism, and they have said, yes, we have to toughen up because life is hard. The difference is you're living a different life. You're living in a different time. You have chosen to come here to experience this and to heal yourself of the patterns that are self-destructive. Because what does pain do? It holds you back. It keeps you from what you want. It keeps you in the safety zone. It keeps you in the don't be too much. Don't be too loud. Don't be too visible. So you make yourself invisible and you hide away from the world with your pain. This is all we do subconsciously. We subconsciously create pain. We subconsciously create hardness in our lives. This is how we are. This is how we build our mindset, our automatic mechanisms. Because most of our working or functioning on the daily basis, that we're able to walk, sit, stand up, go and brush your teeth. Those are the secondary layer, I would say. But those that keep you going and doing things, those are all subconscious. You have created them. Yes, I believe I can walk, so I'm walking. Once you lose this belief, that's when accidents happen. That's when you attract the opposite polarity. Okay, so it's very important. If you want to be on this self-healing journey, if you don't, then obviously you're free to not be here. And I'm just sharing for those of you who want and who want to get ahead and who want to see that it is possible, or who want to believe me that it is possible to lead a pain-free life, which I haven't been living. Now I'm living a different experience of life, 100% flip, only in my mindset, living up to what maybe others have seen all along, but I had to reach that level of understanding that I can allow myself to live it. I can create more and better conditions for myself, and so can you. So this is why I am telling you that it's essential on how you approach the pain. The initial approach, what is your first reaction when the pain comes? And what is your reaction when the pain is here? Okay, because I know very well that if you're experiencing pain, it's probably endless hours. It's probably always there. And you want to keep going. You want to maintain some kind of a normality in your life. You want to do things. You want to get up and go to work or whatever it is you do. But the difference is in approaching the pain in the way of suppressing it by medication, scrolling, avoiding it, ignoring it, whatever, ignorance of it. And the difference is, by knowing it's here, it doesn't define me, but at the same time, wow, it's my power. Ooh, there's an invitation for me to open up a new layer, maybe. To open up a new layer of what's possible for me. And to try to play with the pain. Try to experience, wow, what would life be like without pain? And I'm gonna practice the things that bring me a relief. Even by daring to take a day off to be with my pain. Even by doing the things I normally wouldn't want to allow myself, because I'm strict with myself and I want to do the best. But actually, often, by thinking what's best for us, we neglect what is best for us. By doing what we think is best for us, most healthy for us, most reasonable, most acceptable, etc. This goes to food, life, relationships, work, business. So honestly, if you look at it right now for a second, if you take a second to think about your life, which aspects of it are the ones that you're doing because you think you should be doing? You think that's how you're going to be accepted. You think that's how you're going to be approved of by others. And what's underneath you might not even know right now. What is it you really is aligned with you? How you want to balance life and will be aligned with you and everyone around you. Everyone will be happy. Only once you reach that understanding. What do I do when I have pain? And brainstorm about it. Do I go to rest or don't let it define me, so I do sports? But asking yourself, in the state of pain, because I know chronic pain can be here with us for days, weeks, months, for hours, and we're talking about how to approach the pain that's here with us long term. And it's just here. I can feel it. It's here. But what am I going to change today to adjust it a little bit? That strict schedule that I have set myself to. Or that conditioning. Well, when it reaches this point, I have to take medication. I have to. I can't bear it anymore. But why can't you? Because it's your power, your unrealized strength, your unrealized potential of what is possible, but you're putting it off. You're snoozing it down. You're saying, not now. Not now. What if you said, wow, pain is here. It's inviting me to do something differently today. To treat myself a bit more. To love myself a bit more. To change the boundaries that I have with certain people. To appreciate myself a bit more. To respect myself. To look at my inner monologue. What is the story I've been telling myself? How much do I have to suffer in this life? Because suffering is a story that we're telling ourselves. Suffering, not appreciating life and not living it to the fullest, is the story we have been told. And now we're telling ourselves. And it's important to understand that you tell your story. You not only write it going forward, with every action you make throughout the day, whatever you do, with confidence, with alignment, this is what I really want to do on a daily basis, this is my priority. Whatever you do with shame, I hope no one knows that I'm doing this, I hope no one sees this, etc., etc. And it is about the story you're telling yourself. You have a story right now in your mind about you. About how you were, about how you are, and about how you think you're going to be. Or how you think you're supposed to be. But it's up to you to make a choice. It's your choice. You give it or leave it. To change that story and tell a different one. Or question the one that is here right now. Not even tell a different one. You don't even have to know what you want right now. What little adjustments would change significantly your life? Because it can be little things. As for We often talk about caffeine because medication contains caffeine, and it, in a way, I don't want to get into it on how it works, but it relieves the pressure sometimes, and we think, okay, this will save me. But what if I think, wow, I want it, I allow myself to it today, because today I care what I think. Today I care what I'm gonna say. Today I care about how I feel. Today I absolutely care, and I'm gonna adjust all those expectations that I have put on myself, that I have planned, and I'm gonna say, wait a second. Let's rewind and let's see how else could it be. What do I have to do in order what I want to do? Looking back at my notes, reminder, you have created your migraine and it's only as strong as you are. I love it. No one else has power over you or your pain, and that is so great because you can reprogram your mind and change it. Only you can transform your pain into relief. They are polar opposites, so directly connected. If you're not experiencing relief and instead you're experiencing pain, it's because you don't probably know how to experience relief, and you must learn it. You must practice it until you reach perfection in instantly dissolving your pain. This I would call perfection. From tension and pain to instant relief. Well, because I transform the pain into power in real time, and I see, wow, I tune in with the energy of the pain, listen to it, what is it I want, and I'm not giving myself, and how can I do it right now? And it's becoming perfect in self-love, in comparison with perfectionism, because perfectionism is very misleading, and we feel that in a world of change and in a world of infinite possibilities, we're gonna become perfect. What is the definition of perfect? What is it? But you must become perfect in your self-behavior, your self-relationship, in what is important to you. Or not perfect, but good enough. And you can either process change with pain, and life is change, so life with pain. So this is often what happens, because as I talked about reprogramming your mind, we figure out something, but then the pain is released from somewhere it has been stored, and this is energy. So it's been being released from somewhere, but instead you don't have to feel it as pain. You can feel it as power, as release, as something is going on in my body, but it doesn't necessarily have to be painful. This is the story you're telling yourself. And sometimes pain can be relief. I love it. Because pain is a sign that change is happening inside your body, that something is happening, but you have the choice of how it will be happening, of what you're going to be feeling during it. Or you can choose to start bringing release into your life and letting go of what holds you back. So this is great. And if you experience pain, usually you might become very compassionate towards others, but less to yourself. So you might be tolerating behavior towards yourself, judging them by your own pain, but you might not be clearly seeing the way they are treating you, and therefore the way you are treating yourself. And the key is to start acknowledging every little thing about you, all the things you're doing right instead of doing wrong. Because with pain, we often focus on the self-punishment of what we did wrong, and again and again. What if you are doing everything right? What if every decision, no matter what it's gonna be you're doing, is the right one for you right now in this time? And you can release the tension because there is no need for it. You can live the ease because you're gonna just allow the flow, trust life, and go with life, with whatever it holds. This is what brings the relief. This is what allows us to take the weight of our shoulders. Often the pain is also associated along the neck, in the shoulders, because we put the weight of the world on ourselves, but it's not ours to carry. And yeah, you can start practicing everything that brings relief into your life. So I'm gonna keep you with this. Finally, I'm gonna try to give you some more love. I love this feature. And I'll see you in the next live. Have a great day. Bye.